Hey guys, and welcome to the very first episode of my How to Build and Furnish series. So let's get started. We're going to get straight into it. Alright, so the first thing when you're building your home is you want to pick the correct lot for your house. So personally, if you're doing a small to medium home, I would suggest the 30 by 20 lot, and that is this one. And I would also suggest that you build going like with the lot facing this way, because if you build with the lot facing this way, you're going to build your house, you're going to have no room for a backyard or a front yard. So we're going to start with the house going this way. Now, I do floor plans and exteriors a little bit differently to a lot of other YouTubers. So basically what I do is I build the floor plan into the exterior. So I do it all at once. I'll show you what I mean. So I'm going to start off with the entrance. I always start with the entrance of a home. And we just decide how far across we want that. Now this is kind of important because it depends on, you know, what the door's going to be and how the windows are going to be. So I personally think about 4 to 2 tiles for the entrance. So if we did 4 tiles, we can do something like maybe, let's see, this door here. And then we can put a window next to it. And I think that looks really cute. Another option is we can bump that down to just 3 wall tiles, and we can go in with the door like that, which once again, I really like that. So we're going to stick with this. All right, so we've got our entrance. Now, we're just going to start off by just building roughly where we think the entrance is going to be. Alright, so I think that that is going to be our entrance. Now from there we need to build. So we don't want to, you know, come across like that or across like that, because it kind of can look a little bit boring if you keep things very boxy or symmetrical. This is just all very generalized. If you want to build like that, you go right ahead and I'm sure it'll look great. But, you know, for the sake of this, I want to do, I want to come out a little bit. So we're going to come out here a little bit like this. And now we need to kind of decide what part of the house that this is going to be. So I think a lounge room. So we know that we want this coming out here. So if we kind of go like that and we go, all right, that looks about lounge room size. So what I like to do for a lounge room is have 4 tiles across, so that what you can do is you can do a 2-tiled lounge there and a 2-tiled lounge there, and it fits in really nicely. Now, as you'll see, it's a little bit cramped here. So we're just going to bump that up about to there so that we can have a nice little lounge area there, and we can put, you know, something at the back there. So I'd say about 4 tiles across, and then just judging by, you know, how you want to furnish it, decide on how big that area is going to be. All right, so we've kind of basically done here. So we've gone out here. So I think we want to go in on this side just to keep it a little bit interesting. So we might put a bathroom here. I like putting bathrooms at the front of the house. I kind of think that they suit. Now I like to do a 2 by 3 size bathroom. Alright, so there we go. As you can see, really basic. We already have a general floor plan, and we have, you know, like a really good, you know, really good shape going so far, if I don't say so myself. Alright, so what we want to do is we want to probably put some stairs in, because this is going to be a 2-story home. So let's pop the stairs in there. And let's also pop in a archway there. So we have a nice entrance, we've got a little area there. Now let's work on here. So we'll put a little archway there. So you have to think, all right, coming back into the house, what are we going to do? What are we going to walk into? I reckon that we should walk into the kitchen. So I'm going to put the kitchen area about there. So just think about it again. You want to think about the size that you want. So we're probably going to have cabinets going. I'll just sort of show you what I mean. We're going to have, you know, some cabinets here. So already I can tell I'm going to bump that out 1 extra tile, just so I can, you know, do a nice kitchen, and we might do something, you know, something like that for the kitchen. So yeah, we've got a good size for that. And in fact, we probably need to put a door here to the bathroom. So we might even do a kitchen, say, yeah, I don't know yet. I don't quite know, but I think that we've got the right size for the kitchen, and we will just put in a door to the bathroom before we forget. Put that in there. Okie dokie. Now, obviously next up, we need a dining room. So let's have a look here. Okay, now we want to make sure that all sides of the house are a little bit different. We don't want like a super symmetrical home. So when we put this dining room in, I'm going to bump that out a little bit, and I'm going to kind of put the dining room there just to keep that a little bit interesting. And then I think what we're going to do is go there and there. So you've got nice little open plan area like that. And what I actually might do personally is just make that open, all open like that. I think that that's going to be good. Okie dokie. So that looks good. Now, we've got the general, you know, shape of the house going here. I think it's looking pretty good. And what we also want to do, or what I want to do really, is I want to add like a little breakfast nook. So I'm going to just, oh my, what happened there? Add that little area there as a little breakfast nook. So we will have the kitchen kind of there and there and maybe there. Actually, you know what? A breakfast nook probably won't work with this build, so I take that back. But a breakfast nook is a cool idea for a kitchen. Pro tip, kiddies. Yeah. All right. Anyway, so we've got kitchen, we've got lounge room, we've got dining room, we have a bathroom, we have pretty much everything that we need down here. Maybe one thing we can add back here just for a bit of dimension is a study. And I like having something like that into the study, and then we can put in a door to the back there. All right, so there we go, guys. We've got the first story to our house. Now you'll notice I've kind of built it a little bit off to the side. That's totally fine. We need to just come up here to move lot and house, and it's easier just to move your lot. So it'll come up looking like this. You just need to press that move button, and then as you can see, whoop, 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 move it where we want. So I think roughly there will be good. All right, so we've done our first story floor plan. One last thing we want to add is one of these decks. And don't worry, the front door disappeared. That's okay, we'll fix that in a second, but first of all we'll put that there, and then we just need to pop the front door back in. No harm, no foul, right? Okay, so let's go up to the top. Now the easiest way to do the second story floor plan is to start off with a hallway. So we're going to do the hallway basically going this way because we've got more space over here. So we might even do a hallway, an L-shaped hallway, which I always think are a little bit flattering. You don't have to do an L-shaped one if you don't want to, but you know, it's always an idea. Okay, so we've got our little L-shaped hallway. So we can see now, all right, probably let's put the bathroom there. Actually, I take that back. No, I don't take that back. I'm going to do a larger bathroom. So a nice big bathroom there. Alright, now we need to probably put a bedroom, say, there. Let's put another bedroom there. And maybe another bedroom there. Okay, perfect. So we've got a little 3-bedroom home. Maybe bump that out. Now, just one thing to bear in mind is that you don't want the top floor to look exactly the same as the bottom. You want there to be these empty spaces. It's just going to make the roofing look more interesting. Yeah, so just bear that in mind. So maybe we'll put that there, that one there. And if you do a hallway, try and make sure that you kind of space the doors out. Like you don't want to kind of put all the doors in this area here. You want to space them out. So we've got basically all the walls of the hallway have a door on them. And I once again just think that looks the most pleasing. All right, now the next thing we're going to do is the roofing. But, whoops, just before we do that, we're just going to put the back deck on. So I think we're going to do like that. Oh, I hate how it deletes those doors. It is so annoying. All right, there we go. So let's do the roofing. Now we're going to start off with the roofing on the second, or like the top floor of your build. So we're just going to look from this top down view, and what we want to do is we want to find a really large space where we can put the main roof. So basically all houses should really have like the main roof, and then everything else kind of comes off that. even like if you look at homes in real life, you'll notice that they have like one big main area of the roof and then everything else kind of comes off that. So we just want to mimic that here. So I can see here that we can do a big roof area there. Okay, so that looks like that. Now we can do it that way, that's one way, or if we wanted to, if you didn't want to have the roof that way, you could actually flip it around. And actually, apologies, can't see what I'm doing, but yeah, we can flip it around and have it that way. I personally think it probably looks better to have the main roof going that way than it does the other way, but it's up to you. You can do whatever you please. So once we've got the main roof down, then we just basically add the decorative parts of the roof. So, you know, I'm going to put that there and just make sure that everything is, you know, all lined up. Just check all your angles and everything. And you just want to make it that roof goes into about there, because you don't want it poking out the other side, and you also don't want a gap there. Alright, so I think that looks pretty good. I've changed my mind. I think for this build, sorry, the roof is going to look better going like that. Yeah, I prefer that. As I said, it's whatever you prefer. So just stay up on the top floor. Try not to go down to the lower floors just yet. Just try and keep up on the top. So that goes like that. Now here we have this kind of funny shape. So what we're going to do is we're just going to work with it. So just get that roof there like so. Then what we're going to do is we're going to pop in that roof there, and we just want to use this up and down to kind of make them flush. So see how that's like flush like that? And then on this part here, we want to do the same thing. And I really like having 2 or 3 little separate roof bits going like that. I think it looks really cool. So you have that kind of, that effect. If for some reason you don't like that effect, you know, you can change it up. We could make this bigger, and then, you know, it would only have 2 roofs instead of 3, but, you know, just whatever you guys prefer. Okay. Now, as you can see here, I just need to bump that back one and then bring that across one. And just make sure that that's low enough that it's not poking out too much, and we'll just have to sort of adjust this. So just make sure that you kind of, you know, going around looking at all angles to make sure everything's working out fine. And then we're going to pop that in there. And as you can see, that all kind of marries up nicely there. Alright, so we've done the top floor. Now we're going to move down to the second floor. So when we have like balconies, like or verandas or decks, whatever you want to call it, I like to get the half gabled roof. I think this looks really cool. And you make that like a covered porch, deck, balcony, whatever you want to call it, make it a covered area like that. And then you just put some pillars in here. I usually use these ones or these ones, so I might just use these ones. And I like to line the pillars up with the house, so you see how there's a corner there and a pillar there, a corner there, a pillar there, and then, I mean, the end of it is there. So that's like that. So that's, you know, I think looking pretty good. So now we can come around here and go like that, and just bring that down a little bit, because you probably want to put a window there. And then, sorry, I just noticed that if you hold down Alt while you do this, it can actually, you don't have to have it like clipping, snapping onto anything. You can just have it, like, you know, when you use like free object movement, you press Alt, it's the same thing for the roofs. And oh, good God, that is going to annoy me. Just move them all down the tiniest bit. I'm very like OCD when it comes to stuff like that. Yeah, and as I said, we get that really cool like stepping up on the roof. I really like it. If you don't like it, I'm sorry, but I really like it. And then we're going to do the front porch area once again with this little half gabled roof. As I said, I love it. So go like that. Now, something you'll notice is that there. So I guess it depends if that bothers you or not. For me, personally, it doesn't really bother me. I'd probably just bring it out to there, and I don't mind that like that. But if that really bothered you, or you could just bring that in like that, and then, you know, have a shorter balcony area. But I quite like the way it looks. I don't know why, I just do. So I leave that there. And then what we want to do here, we can bring that all the way across like that. But I think it adds just that little bit more, I don't know, interest to it if we pop that there like that. And then one other thing is, I think that wall there looks a little bit flat. So another thing I would do is maybe if I'll bring that across there so that meets up with that. But what we could do, just to add a little bit of extra interest, is we can go like that and just make that bedroom that little bit bigger, and see how that automatically, it just kind of transforms it. And then we just need to do our little extra roof bit there, like so. All right, there we go. And I really like the exterior of this house. That is done. That is it, guys. And I think that it's pretty easy. And I just realized I forgot this part of the roof. Yeah, pro tips with Jess. So we can do something like this for that part there. But you're gonna get, if you do this roof like that, you're gonna get that, and that one annoys me. The other one doesn't. But we can also, like, you can pop it down like that, which I think looks good. And if you bring it across to there, it kind of, I don't know, I quite like it. And you can bring, you can't really fix that, but yeah, I like that. Otherwise, you could just put that there. You could bring that across there. You could do there. But I think we have enough kind of triangle business going on there. So I think it just looks better like that. So yeah, that's that kind of basic. Now, what we are just quickly going to do is we're going to add some roof trimming, and we're going to add some windows. Really pretty basic stuff, but you know, that's what we're going to do. Alright, so roof trimming is here. I just want to show you guys something actually. So if I just color that just so you can see better. If you go to roof trimming, this one here is like obnoxiously large, and I do like it, but for the most part I don't think it works. This one here is the best. This one here is a little too skinny. It doesn't really do much. That one is, yeah, this one's weird. It kind of just adds like a different texture to the roof trim. But then this one here is my favorite. So you just want to click on the actual roof itself, and that will add the trim. So if you just click on the part of the roof, it'll add the trim. Now, something else you can do is if you click on this part of the roof here, it'll give it this trimming underneath here. See that? So if you click on the roof, it'll trim around the roof. If you click on that kind of, I don't know, that's the roof. But if you click on that part, you'll get this trimming along here. So if that's something that you like, that's always there for you to use. And just make sure that you get all the trimming down, because it looks a bit funny if you have like one untrimmed roof. All right, so that's roof trimming. Now, last but not least is we're going to do the windows. I usually like to use no more than 2 to 3 different types of windows. I always use 2. So I use windows that have 2 tiles and then a matching window that has 1 tile. So yeah, basically that's how I do my windows. And then what I will also sometimes do is put these little, like this one here, or where'd you go, Mr. Window? Maybe that round one up there kind of looks cute. Obviously I haven't got move objects on at the moment, but yeah, putting little windows up there always works, and you just have to turn move objects on. But for this house, I think would be too busy. So I'm just going to stick to the 2 windows I showed you guys. So I always use these windows. So I'm going to put a window there. You want to try and keep things sort of even. So window there, window there. Now you don't want to put, like, to me, that's not symmetrical enough. So you'd only put 1 window there. You could put 3, but I think it's a bit too much. So I'm just going to do 1. But yeah, as you can see, you just want to try and make sure that the windows aren't too busy and that they're sort of all centered. So you might need to just move some roofing, I want to call it roofing, down so you can fit in the windows. And if you hold Alt, you can move them up and down freely. So if you just want to squishy that one up a bit. Alright, so I like that. And I always make sure the windows look good from all angles. So I turn to this angle and I do the windows and I just make it work on the inside. I think you can either go on the inside and make the windows work from the inside, or you can do outside and make it work from the inside. Does that make sense? Probably not. But anyway, just do the windows first and it'll be fine. So along these side bits, see, you can do something like that. Something like that. See, I don't like that. It's not quite right to me. That looks okay. I'm going to just think about that. But I definitely want to put that there. And alright. Ooh, see, that doesn't look right to me. That doesn't. So, what I'll probably do is put... Alright, I'm going to do 3 up there like that. And then maybe just 1 there. Nope, that doesn't look right either. It definitely takes a little bit of fiddling sometimes to get these windows right, but I think that, yeah. And then that means on the top, I like to have some sort of symmetry. So that's probably what I'm going to do. Like that, yeah. And then, just move that roof down a little bit so I can put that window there. Yep, I like that. I'm going to put 1 single window there. Okay, yep, that looks good to me. Now here we just might want to bring this down a little bit so that we can put some windows up here. Yep, that looks good there to me. Just need to bring that down. Every time you change a roof, you've got to change like 10 other roofs around it. So here is where I'm going to use the single ones because I want 3 across there. So that's good. Okay, so probably just 1 window there. And I don't want any windows there. I'm actually pretty happy with that. Yep. You could probably... nah, I like it like that. Alright, so here... I'm going to put window there and there, I think. Yes, I like that. Ooh, see, I probably want 3 windows there. So that's when we bring in the single one. We got 1, 2, 3. And I think I just want 1 window there. Yeah, I like that. Alright, there we go, guys. So that's pretty much, that's it. That's how you do your roofing, your floor plan, your general exterior. If there's anything that you want me to change or anything that you guys think would look better, let me know. And I just realized that's a different window. Oh, tisk, tisk, tisk. I'm supposed to be the one doing the tutorial. Gotta just check them windows now. Okay, the windows are good. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you want me to change anything, add anything, etc. In the next episode, we're going to be doing the landscaping and the, like the wallpaper on the home. So make sure you stick around, subscribe, look out for that video, and I will catch you all in my next one. I upload, you know, pretty regularly, so check back. I don't know, just check back or subscribe or whatever you want to do. Thank you so much, guys. I'm just gonna go. Oh my god, bye.